vision is something that usually doesn't take a long time to manifest. Either you get it or you don't. And sometimes, the best of us see things faster and far beyond the rest of us.
Bob has a wonderful impact on, I would think, just about everyone he comes in contact with, because he is so passionate. Whether it's here at Belmont, which is his great passion, or in our community.
Bob is a terrific leader. Bob understands that he is responsible for the decision he makes, but that doesn't stop him from being bold and very ambitious. He leads with purpose. Everything he does, he thinks about what's best for the students.
Every time I see Dr. Fisher on campus, he's always smiling and he always says hi, even though I know he doesn't know who I am. And he's always just been a really happy presence on campus.
Bob's positive attitude and how he treats everybody around him, in particular watching him work at the university, he knows the students' names, he's engaged.
Recently, what I've been reminded from Bob is that integrity matters and that his word matters. He's interested in doing what's best for his institution, what's best for his community, and what's best for his students.
It's not uncommon to see Dr. Fisher around campus. I've only met him once, and I was eating lunch at the fountain, and he just walked up to me. He's like, "Hey, how are you? How's it going? How do you like Belmont so far?" He was so sweet and really did want to know how I was enjoying my year and if there was anything he could do to help.
Sometimes when Bob sets a goal, we'll look around the room on the board of Belmont, look around the room and think, what did he just say? Really? We're going to do what? But he is so inspirational, and then he puts the resources and the time and talent to make those dreams happen.
Well, Bob had this vision that we needed to do this. We needed to build this new event center.
Dr. Fisher came along just as we were making the move from the NAIA into NCAA Division I, and his leadership in that area, specifically getting the Curb Event Center built in such a quality way, has given us a real Division I facility to recruit young men to.
And his passion for it and his telling the story to Mike Curb of what it could do for the university is what enabled that to happen. And of course, then you look around the campus since that time, and what has gone on here is just phenomenal in growth in every aspect of the university.
I think he is well known around the city as a visionary and someone who has really been the spark that made Belmont University grow into the leading institution that it is today.
Committee, when we were trying to build or get the Music City Center approved, I can't remember what committee we asked him to be on, but he immediately flipped and went to another chairperson and said, I want to trade committees. He wanted location.
The coalition, which I was part of building the new Music City Center, and I'll never forget the day we were looking at, we had looked at a lot of different sites.
And we were meeting at the Adventure Science Center, and he went, come on. And I kind of felt like I knew what he was going to do. We went on the roof.
You can kind of look down toward town there, and Bob was standing there and he said, that's where it should go.
That's it. My committee's done. And we all had a good laugh. We said, well, we got to put a little more behind it. But we all looked and went, we agree, we know.
Bob led the discussion on where would the convention center be, and I think he really boiled down the essence of why that location had to be the location, because it brought the visitors of Nashville into Nashville, and it brought Nashville into the visitors.
He's had great impact in our city in so many different ways.
I remember getting a call, I want to chase presidential debates. Watching him work, raise the money, chase it, like the maestro of the orchestra, work in Nashville until we had it, until we delivered.
He's put Belmont on a national stage. I know the debate was critical, the presidential debate that he helped bring to the university.
That's an example of, sure, he wanted to put Belmont on the map, but he knew he was carrying Nashville along with him.
Also reflects that he values relationships. Bob builds incredible relationships over time, and that contributes so much to his success as well.
When I first moved to New York, I used to drag you and Mom around to the Guggenheim, to the MoMA, and to galleries in Chelsea where we'd see works by Damien Hirst, like a mobile made out of dead squirrels or taxidermied animals. And you would take a step back and you'd say, "How is that art? I could have done that." But I think after hearing it a few times that, yes, that is indeed art, and no, you didn't do it, and just because you can do something doesn't mean that it's not art, you decided to explore your inner artist and try it for yourself. We got you an easel, some canvas, some palette knives, and brushes and paints, and you went to work on your masterpiece, 3 Shades of Blue. Now, being an art enthusiast and lover my entire life, I have to say, I was impressed with your 3 shades of blue. Even though it took you a little while to appreciate all types of art, you truly are a supporter of the arts and how important it is to have art in our communities and in our families. So thank you, Dad, for supporting me through my crazy endeavors in art, even if that meant stealing some shingles from the roof for my canvas so that I'd have something to paint on. You are always supportive of me, and I appreciate it.
One of the best things I've learned from Bob is that if you have a catalog of every music title and every music line in your brain, you can summon those lines to your speeches and really make a deep impression on people.
He uses music as his example on just about a song, not just music, but the words nobody else knows from a song to illustrate a point or make a point.
Pull out of the air the lyrics from any 1970 top hit rock and roll song.
We were really pushing to reimagine the museum, or at least get the community here in Nashville to reimagine the National Museum of African American Music. And so we had Bob to come in and participate in our My Music Matters campaign. And he told a story about how the song Still in Love with You was a big part of his courtship and his relationship with his wife, Judy. And so he talked about how that song still says it all. And I remember when he shared that with us, that it was not just an anecdote for him, but it was personal, it was sincere, it was real.
Bob's whole approach to both Belmont and Nashville is if it makes sense, it makes a difference, and it's good, he's in. He doesn't go through the normal gyrations of, well, let me study and let me have my people. You get a direct answer. You normally get a positive answer, and when he's in, and he's in to make a difference. And those types of people are few and far between.
Anytime you have a great success at anything, that all starts with great leadership and continues with great leadership, and that's what Bob brings.